All change, please. This train terminates here. All change, please. Thank you.
Pardon me, miss.
Something in my eye. Thank you. I'm at 6s and 7s. First day.
New job.
Oh yes. Shoulders to the wheel. Not helped by having a husband and 2 children determined to stop me from leaving. Absolutely determined. Families. Such a trial.
I can sympathise.
I was sure I'd missed the train, and how would that look? Not good, let me tell you.
Well, unfortunately, or should I say fortunately in your case, it's delayed. They're waiting for the through train. You know, cattle trucks. Once that passes, ask him come in. Ah. Any minute now, we'll be on our way.
Ladies and gentlemen, the next train will be arriving shortly. Stand back from the platform, please.
Cutting it fine again, Mrs. Fisher. Such a shame. You've been so punctual these last few months. I really thought you were beginning to buck the trend, so to speak.
I do wish you wouldn't tease, Mr. Brown. I've had an absolute nightmare this morning. First, number 1 child decides he needs money for a field trip. Do I have any? Well, no, because I'm not a bank. Do I look like a bank, Mr. Brown?
Not remotely. You haven't collapsed.
And then, number 2 loses her clarinet, and it's her lesson today.
Where would we be without our idiosyncratic artistes?
And then himself tells me I've ironed the wrong shirt. I say I have work too. Do more than 1 shirt, take another. Seriously, sometimes wonder if it's worth the trouble.
Amen to that.
Mr. Brown, you shouldn't say such things.
With respect, Mrs. Fisher, you just did. You often do.
I'm a woman. I am the backbone. They are so right about that. I'm allowed. It's for men to be protective.
I shall bow to your wisdom. I'm not sure my wife would agree. Well, she might, if it meant she could disagree with me. Honestly, if I could tell you some of the things Anna comes out with, I only have to lay down the slightest opinion. I wouldn't care, but we never used to argue about politics. Never mind.
I've been sounding shrewish, haven't I?
No.
I have. They warn us about that. Forgive me. Just flustered.
Then, my dear Mrs. Fisher, unfluster yourself.
A delay.
They've still to let that other one through before ours comes in.
Anyway, I don't suppose you can expect husbands and wives to agree about absolutely everything.
No. No, you can't, can you? In fact, here we are. Soon be at work.
Ladies and gentlemen, the next train is about to arrive. Stand back from the platform, please.
Mrs. Fisher, running the gauntlet as usual?
Yes.
You know, one of these days you're going to make it on time, and when you do, well, what shall I do to tease you? However shall I manage? What was it this time? Clarinet, field trip.
Something like.
Which? Number 1, number 2, himself.
I'd rather not discuss it.
Oh, of course. I'll ask no more.
Thank you. You know what annoys me? I appreciate that he's committed. I appreciate that it's important what he does. It's important for all of us, but without me he'd be stuck, let me me tell you.
You're the backbone.
As they're always reminding us. That's right. I'm the blinking backbone, and if it weren't for yours truly, you wouldn't have a shirt at all.
The famous shirt. Problem with the wash.
The ironing. So I hadn't had time. So the blessed thing wasn't quite as crisp as it should be. A few wretched creases here and there. It's an important meeting, I know, but heck's teeth! I can't be expected to do every darn thing. Listen to me swearing like a fishwife. You could hardly tell, what with it being that colour.
Quite a row, then.
I threw the breadboard at him. I was very angry.
Plainly. The children?
They're at school. But they don't help. They're in organisations. They have outfits, uniforms that need pressing, badges that have to be sewn on. And who does it? Not himself.
I'm sure they appreciate all you do.
I wish they'd show it. Family life I can do without it, seriously. Oh, Mr. Brown, I'm so sorry.
What? No, it's fine.
I completely forgot.
Honestly, it's been over a year
I
now.
just blabber on.
Mrs. Fisher, there's no point in pretending it didn't happen. Besides, you must have realised by now I like hearing about your brood. In its own way, it's comforting.
I expect you missed them terribly. Sorry, Mr. Brown, I don't mean to encourage indiscretion.
There's no harm in saying I missed them. But that can't be a crime, surely. It's no secret Anna and I were having our little difficulties when it all happened. Look, I told the police I didn't agree with what she'd done. There we are. Poor Anna. As for Luke, well, he was just a boy. I still find it hard to fathom why it was felt necessary. Anyway, it happened. Had to happen. I soldier on. We all do. Here comes the through train.
That was a big one.
Wasn't it?
All passengers travelling on the up line should board the front 3 coaches only. Front 3 coaches only for the up line.
Mr. Brown, look at you, you're soaked.
Made the mistake of trying to buy a loaf of bread. The queue right round the block. Only moved a few feet before I had to rush to get here. See, you came prepared for the onslaught.
You want to buy it?
Not sure I could afford it.
Here.
I couldn't.
Oh, nonsense. You've a long walk at the other end and I'm next door to the station. And you mustn't catch cold. It could turn into pneumonia or typhoid. It's around. Call it a loan.
Thank you.
Not at all. Besides, we've had a windfall. We sold the clarinet.
Did you?
She was never going to play this silly thing. It just sat there in its case, more like a casket.
Who on earth bought it?
Some old man, mad as a box of rats, raved on about music still being important no matter what happens. We did rather well out of it.
How well?
Chops.
Goodness. And how's himself?
Overworked, as always.
You're getting on better then?
Siege mentality. And of course he's been promoted.
Yes, I heard they had quite a cull over there.
Oh, everyone's senior gone. Blood on the carpet, let me tell you. He's happier though. Feels more appreciated. He's forever off somewhere putting out fires all over the place because there's no one left who knows what's going on. As you say, a cull of the first magnitude.
You ever wonder whether it's all worth it?
Sorry?
Oh, you know, all this...
Not sure I quite follow.
Perhaps I should say no more. Don't want the wrong people hearing, do we?
Feeling all right, Mr. Brown? You don't seem quite yourself.
Fine. A little hungry, I suppose. That's perhaps what's making me a little impetuous.
Ah, here we are. many they had on that one.
Yeah. Yes. Must be getting very crowded up there.
This is a platform alteration. The delayed 7:15 will now depart from platform 1. Platform 1 for the 7:15.
At least we were both on time.
For once.
Where on earth is the blasted thing?
There'll be a problem with the line. Didn't you see the sky last night? Lit up like a bonfire, explosions everywhere.
That may have been our people. We've been told to get rid of everything. Records, equipment, the lot.
I've heard they could be here in days.
I suppose there's much we can do about it.
Just carry on carrying on.
And perhaps it's a blessing.
Pardon?
It'll all turn out for the best, is what I mean.
I do wish you'd be careful, Mr. Brown.
I suppose when things have got this far, you become a little less inclined to...
Yes, but a blessing. That's exactly the sort of thing your Anna used to say, and look what happened.
I wasn't aware you ever met my wife, Mrs. Fisher.
Oh. Well, no, but from what you told me, it's the sort of thing she would have said.
Tell me, did you repeat what she would have said to anybody?
Naturally, I told the proper authorities at the time. Or rather, himself did. I mean, you have to think of his position.
Himself?
I couldn't not tell him, and he had his duty, obviously. Anyway, as you said yourself, it all turned out for the best.
I did.
Personal relationships. Friendships, even. They're important, but we're all working towards something greater than all of us. And we all have to do our bit. Which means me getting the children into uniform and off to their parades and still making it to work, and making sure that himself has a nice, properly cleaned, starched and ironed black shirt so he can go to his rallies. It's hard sometimes, of course, but things have to be done properly for the greater good.
How long have we been meeting here, Mrs. Fisher?
Goodness. Pretty much every working day for the last 3 years.
I expect it's almost over now. Goodness! You wouldn't think there'd be that many left, would you? Yet still they keep on coming.
Attention all passengers, all change please. All passengers change here please. All change for the 7:15. The next service from this platform is the 7:15.
At least the trains are running on time.
This is Soltau. All change for Witzendorf, Bergen-Ost and Belsen.